So the Samsung Galaxy Watch FE has been out for a little bit of time now, and so has the Google Pixel Watch 3. Now, the thing I would definitely tell you about both these particular watches is that they're both a little bit different. The Galaxy Watch FE is supposed to be kind of a cheaper budget phone, or budget watch, compared to the Pixel watches, which are kind of the more, like the more expensive, premium lineup. But I will tell you, there might still be a lot of people who walk inside of a store and look at both these and are trying to figure out which one's the best one for them, because both of these watches are compatible with your Android phone. So if you're trying to go and pick one of these up, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a better idea. But if you are wanting to buy these for the cheapest prices that I find, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these particular watches, the Pixel Watch 3 does come out in 2 different sizes. So that is kind of a big advantage for that watch. You can either choose the smaller size or that bigger size, and the design of these watches definitely, I think, will look better than the Watch F. So with the Pixel Watch 3, this thing has this rounded design. There is a little bit of bezel around it, but you can't really tell because the side of this watch kind of just seamlessly blends over. It's a really nice looking watch, and I'm definitely a massive fan of the way this particular watch looks like from that perspective. And remember, it comes out in 2 different sizes, and they're both very good displays. They're both AMOLED displays at that. With the Samsung Galaxy Watch FE, on the other hand, this watch only comes out in 1 size. It's smaller than the Google Pixel Watch's 3 big size, so that might be a disadvantage for some people. Like if you're trying to go through and get a watch and have it, perform, at a bigger level, the Samsung Galaxy Watch FE only comes out in 1 size. So definitely keep that in mind, but it still has a pretty good looking display. I think it still looks pretty good, but there is a big amount of bezel on it compared to the Pixel Watch 3. So from a design perspective, I definitely do think the Pixel Watch 3 does look better, but they both feel, premium. It isn't like the Pixel Watch 3 feels like so much more expensive than the Watch FE. That's not the case. I think the Watch FE still feels fairly premium and still feels like fairly expensive for the type of device that you're getting. So I think from that side, definitely gets a thumbs up for me from a build quality standpoint, but the Watch 3 definitely wins on the front side. They're both giving you buttons on this side. On the back side, you are getting the capability of wireless charging both of these devices. Now, one thing that I kind of like about the Watch FE, if you actually have a Samsung phone, so if you have a Samsung phone, the benefit of getting a Galaxy Watch FE is that you can actually reverse wirelessly charge your Watch FE from your Samsung phone. So if you have a Samsung phone, that is a pretty big advantage for that type of device. And I genuinely do think that in and of itself is a really nice thing going on for that type of phone, or that type of watch and phone. But the Pixel Watch 3 is still good. I still like having that type of capability on that watch as well. You have the different band selections on both, so you can interchange the bands if you want to between the Pixel watches and the Galaxy Watch FE separately, not combined. But the thing I do like about the Watch 3 is that those bands, I think, interact better and feel better than the Watch FE's bands. That's just one thing that I noticed as well. So from the exterior, that kind of covers it up there. And the reason why I spent so much time on the exterior is because the internals, there's a lot of overlap here. Now, I think with the Watch 3, the Pixel Watch 3, you're definitely getting a better display. You're getting a, bigger size battery depending on the model you get, things like that. Overall, the performance is probably going to be better on the device too, because you're getting a Qualcomm chipset inside of that one versus the Exynos inside of the Watch FE, and you're also getting 2 gigabytes of RAM inside of the Pixel Watch 3, whereas on the Watch FE you're getting only 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, and you're also getting twice the amount of internal storage. So I don't really think most people are going to run into storage problems on their Watch FE or in their Pixel Watch 3, but that is just another big advantage for that type of device as well. So personally for me, I think that in and of itself is another very, very cool thing going on for the Watch FE and the Pixel Watch 3, but the Pixel Watch 3 is the more powerful watch. But when it comes down to a feature standpoint, right, like what you're going to be using in terms of features between both, I'm going to be honest, they both have basically the same type of features. I would imagine that the Pixel Watch 3 is a little bit better just because it has, more features built in, it's supposed to be. But for the features that I would use on an everyday basis, there's not really massive differences here. I think with the Watch 3, this is a really good performing watch, but the Watch FE can still track my workouts, I can still check my notifications, I can still respond back to workouts and things like that. So I genuinely do think in a lot of ways, that type of watch as well still gives me a really good experience, and I don't really have too many complaints with something like the Watch FE than like the Watch 3 from a feature set standpoint. But keep in mind that the Watch 3 is supposed to be more of a flagship. So when it comes down to it, and when I look at both these watches, I definitely do think, like I said before, the Watch 3, the Pixel Watch 3, I think is the overall better watch here. right? That's the one that's kind of the more flagship one. That's the one that makes the most amount of sense for me to recommend to people. But if you have a Samsung phone, the Samsung Galaxy Watch FE would interact better with that type of device. The fact that you can reverse wirelessly charge your Samsung Watch from your Samsung phone is really cool, and I definitely do think that in and of itself is a really nice to have feature on my Android phones. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.